What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Sorry for my tardiness, y'all. I was trying to get the show together, so forgive me. But we in the building with it today, and I hope everybody's having a good morning. We trapping on a Sunday, you understand me? That's what we got going on. I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. We finna crank this thing on up, man. I hope everybody's doing excellent. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody trapping with me, man. Shout out to Miss April Barnes. Shout out to Kelvin Hicks, Metris Adams. Shout out to Rev Rebel 95, Joe Tranchina, John Jones. You understand? Danny Savage, you understand? The Draft Guru, you understand? Lil Tyler in the building. Jameson Taylor, Starter Kick Duke, Jeffrey Smith. You understand? Shout out to Cowboy Execution. Shout out to Jake the Great, 1804. Lost in Translation, Big Benny Rich, Joshua Fisher, Miss Regina Green with the green, Jay Word in the building, HTM Sports, Big Dallas 8604. Bruce got the toxic juice in the building. We in here, man. We trapping on a Sunday. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Chris Davis, C. Burleson sliding in late, man. But you already know, first and foremost, we got to make sure them haters hate, man. That's what they supposed to do. This going to be quick. This going to be quick. Bear with me. You know, we trapping on a Sunday. You understand? Let's go. The trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. You understand? If you ain't liked and share yet, we finna do it all at the same time. Let's get it. Let me practice what I preach. Let me share my own show. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Feeling good this morning, man. I ain't. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these shares up, man. We in here. Yeah. Yes, sir. Shout out to Jake the Great with the $4.99 for your mind. He says for the new media machine, you understand? We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate your contributions. We in here. Hey. The trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. You understand me? Let's get it. Let's go. And they just in the way. Hey, we in here with it, man. We in here with it, man. We in here with it. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone. But I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. Trap. I promise. Make no mistake about it, man. Y'all already know how we get down on a Sunday, man. The trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. Y'all already know that. I know them haters thought they were going to see a sorry team roll out there yesterday, but that ain't what they got, you understand? Them boys was looking good. I don't care nothing about no loss. This is preseason, sir. This is preseason. And all the people that I had questions about, all the people that I was evaluating, they came and showed love. They actually showed me something. I don't know about y'all. I seen a lot of stuff that I needed to see. Don't let them haters distract you with no wins and losses in no preseason, sir. Don't allow that, because it was bigger fish to fry. We had other things to evaluate. We had young players that we never got a chance to see, and now we was able to lay our eyes on them, man. And I love everything I was seeing from all the young players that got their shine. Of course, it was some concerns. I'm going to go over them first, but I do like what I seen from all my young players, man. So I don't know if it was a bird or a plane or what. I don't know. Oh, it's just nefarious news, of course. That's what it was. My bad. I ain't know. Okay, first and foremost, wait a minute. Bam. You know, the trout raffle is still going on. Mr. Jake the Great just got him another entry, but it ends on the 17th of the month. You get a chance to win Madden 24 and or a jersey of your choice, or Cowboy sport merch, or Landlord Sports merch. Only for $5 interest, you get a chance to win one of those 3 choices right there, man. And shout out to everybody that's been participating, man. It ends on the 17th, so get your interest in as you have a little more time left. You understand? You got 4 days left? 4 days left for the raffle. So I appreciate everybody participating. Shout out to everyone participating. But look, let's get into this game, man. Let's get into the game. So look, these are my concerns. I'm the type of guy that want my bad news first. You understand? I want my bad news first. So before I get to serenading the rest of the team and, glowing about everybody else, let's go and get over some of our concerns we have about this football team from what I seen in the beginning. I forgot I missed one of them, but, I'll talk about it anyway. I was trying to get these graphics together. That was holding me up. But, yeah, Mr. Cavante Turpin, It was really crazy. Like, I don't want to just sit up here and just dog Turpin out because it was actually like a mixed bag. He fumbled the football, man, after a risky return, and this is perpetual. Right now, to me, the reason it's concerning to me is because we seen this last year. If this was like the first time we seen him fumble the ball on a punt return or something like that, he wouldn't even make my concern list because he actually did make a nice diving catch. I believe that was on 4th down over the middle. So, hey, he got some positive steps forward in the wide receiver position. But, man, where your bread is buttered, Mr. Turpin, is on special teams. And that's what we need you to be consistent with. That's what we need to rely on you for. And if you can't hold on to the football, sir, that is very concerning right there. That's very concerning. That's concerning. We need you to hold on to that football, man, because he had like 2 or 3 last year. I know for a fact he had 2. I'm not sure if he had 3, but I know for a fact he had at least 2 muff punts last year. So we was hoping to see him build on the positives that he had last year because he was a sensational returner last year. He made the Pro Bowl and all of that. But I don't care about none of that, bro. If you can't hold on to the football, I am concerned. But before I just get finished bashing him out, I'm going to just say this. He was looking good on the receiver end. It was a few times that Cooper Rush didn't even look his way, unfortunately, He was actually on the other side of the field getting open. I can't wait till I see the All-22. I watched the game like 3 more times, but I can't wait to see the All-22 so I can actually evaluate Turpin's route running and how he was able to get open and stuff like that. But from just the glances that I had, Turpin was actually getting open. But Cooper Rush wasn't able to see the whole field. That's another story for another day, Okay, now let's get into one of my other concerns. You already know. Let's see. Who is my other concern? But we just need Turpin to get some more reps. Maybe he do need some returning reps. You remember? Wait a minute. Y'all remember I just said he don't need no returning reps. He might do need some more return reps because we need to see him being able to secure the football, man. Because I said this the other day. If you can't catch the football cleanly on punt return, I don't even want you to be my receiver no more. Like, I don't want that because we done had enough deflected passes and catching interceptions from last year. That's probably PTSD in Dak Prescott head right now, So we don't need all of that stuff like that going on no more. We don't need no more receivers that can't catch the ball cleanly. We don't need to add to that type of stress for this offense. But I did see some positives from Turpin, so that just grinded my gears that you can't hold on to the football. But let's continue. All right, Turp. We need you to do some more reps. Okay, Mr. Rico Dowdle. It's really crazy for him too because Rico wasn't bad though. Rico wasn't bad. That's what's really disturbing. Rico wasn't bad, but he actually had another fumble. We can't have that either, sir. We can't have that either, sir. So Rico actually, I know we all gonna focus on the fumble because that's what we need to. You're a running back, sir. The number one priority for any running back is to hold on to the football. So I'm not going to excuse him for fumbling the football. He got his eyes big. His eyes got big as a quarter. He thought he had got to the promised land, and then it all came crashing down all of a sudden. You know, it was sad. I seen Rico bust through the line. He did everything right. But at the end, he just fumbled the ball. And that's all we gonna remember to the end of time, unfortunately. But man, if you take away that fumble, man, Rico really had a nice day, honestly, y'all. His vision was looking good. He was breaking tackles. Like, Rico was actually doing well. Like, I don't know to put Malik Davis on here, honestly, but the only reason I'm not gonna just dog out Rico is because the rest of his day was pretty good. He was catching the football. He was doing a lot of other good things. He was doing decent in pass pro, unlike some people. But it's very disturbing, man, for Rico to be doing all this good stuff and fumble the ball, because that's all the people gonna remember throughout, you know, until the next preseason game. He got a chance to make it up, though. He got a chance to make it up, but let's see. He got a big negative for that fumble, but everything else he did throughout the day was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I can't lie. He was catching the ball out the backfield, pass pro, decent run, decent vision. He didn't do much stuff that was wrong. So I don't know, man. I just have to we'll just have to let Rico live on that. But that was disappointing. I think his eyes got a little too big when he thought he was finna run that touchdown. So he forgot about holding on to the damn football, you know. Yeah. He looked it damn good, Mr. Bruce. Like, that's why I said it's sad that he had a negative on the end of that. Because I was like, okay, Rico, you know. But another concern is the all together is the ball security. So we buffering right now. It looks like we good. Okay. Altogether, the ball security was an issue. Mike McCarthy even spoke on that. I don't like the fact that we had 2 turnovers, one in the red zone and one after a good a good stop on 3rd down by Mr. OverShown. So we need to address this ball security issue. We need to be doing ball security drills ASAP, soon as practice start tomorrow, you know. You need to have Cavante Turpin and Rico Dowdle running through the whole practice line and everybody trying to swipe at the ball and see if they can hold on to it. Or do them like our coach used to do. If you fumble in the game, he'll have you carry the football around the whole school all day. You know what I'm saying? You have to hold the ball all day around school and people trying to swipe it out your hands. But ball security was an issue yesterday. You know, maybe they rested. Maybe it's an issue that could, you know, transition to the regular season. We hope not, so we need to address that ASAP. Another issue that was very concerning for me was Cooper Rush. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he had some nice throws to Jake Ferguson and stuff like that, so I'm not saying that he was just absolutely horrible, but what my concern was, did it not seem like the offense was real pedestrian, y'all? The offense was real pedestrian with Cooper Rush in there. Now, to be fair, it could be because they was going up against a decent, I don't know if the Jaguars started their defense. Maybe it was the starter defense going up against a vanilla offensive play calling. That could be the issue. But we did see Jake Ferguson make some nice plays. Cooper threw a couple nice passes to Jake Ferguson. So outside of him connecting with Jake Ferguson, Cooper Rush time on the field was not that good. And it seemed like the offense just couldn't really get going like that. So that was kind of concerning to me. It seemed like the offense was real pedestrian under Cooper Rush. Like I said, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they was going against the Jaguars' first team defense, and Mike McCarthy already said that he was going to be pretty vanilla in the way he was calling plays. So we'll see. Cooper went against the ones, and it showed. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I give him a little benefit of the doubt since he went against the ones. That's what I thought it was. Mike McCarthy said he wasn't going to do no elaborate play calling, And I just didn't like what I seen from him. So I ain't like how the whole offense went. It wasn't really Cooper's fault. I just didn't like how lackluster the whole offense seemed. The only bright spot when I seen Cooper Rush being the quarterback was Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson, to me, he showed me that he might be ready to take that over. But I just didn't like how pedestrian the offense looked. Let's see what y'all thought about it. Let's see. The original people said, I seen what I needed to see from Deuce. I'm good with parking him until the regular season, landlord. Yeah, I'm going to get to Mr. Deuce. Stephen White said Rush did fine. I don't know, bro. I just didn't like the play call. I just didn't like how pedestrian it was when Rush was there. I didn't see too much of anything outside of the tight end throws. The offense was conservative. Maybe that was the problem. Okay, but he did do a nice ball to Jake Ferguson, though. I give him that. That was a nice ball when he threw it on his outside shoulder and let Jake Ferguson adjust to the football where nobody else could get to it. So that was a nice throw he did. So I ain't saying he was just terrible, but it was concerning. Do you not expect more from Cooper Rush right now, though? Stephen White, let me know, because I could be wrong. But I expect Cooper Rush to drive down the field and be against ones and do decent. Like, that's all I'm saying. I expected him to score some points or something like that. I expect him to do well against a first-team defense. That's supposed to be your number 2 quarterback. God forbid it might come a day where he have to play. So I expect more from him going up against a number 1 defense. I do. Yeah, I do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I expected too much, but I expected him to make this offense move up and down the field. That's what you want from your number 2 quarterback. Florida said Cooper is who he is. Yeah, he almost threw. He had a couple of almost interceptions too. So, I expected Cooper Rush to do good. We know our wide receivers is good. So, I don't know what else I need to see from Cooper, but I needed him to be producing on the field. All I seen was him throwing to the tight end, mostly. Okay, now we got out of that. We got done with that. Now we can get to preach. We got a stinking eagle in here, man. That boy said Jalen Carter is the next Aaron Donald. Hold on, wait a minute. Go on, get them piss tests ready.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Go on, get them piss tests ready.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Mr. Eagle.
Don't you smoke crack?
Mr. Eagle, man. See, y'all be coming in here. Y'all must don't know where you at, sir. You must don't know where you at. Trap. Did you wipe your feet off when you came in my house, sir? Now you gonna make me slide on
Creeping on the cover, baby.
See, I be trying not to be like this on a Sunday.
Yeah. What's up, Curtis?
You gonna make me slide on you now. You need to simmer yourself down. Don't come in here talking all reckless to us now. What is wrong with you, sir? What is going on? But yeah, man, let's see. Hold on, what y'all said? The offense didn't move until Greer came into the game. Exactly. So I don't know where the glowing reports from Cooper Rush was, but hey, maybe I gotta rewatch it on the all 22. That boy said y'all getting swept. Can't wait to beat the Cowboys' ass. Yeah, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Y'all boys can't touch us, bro. I don't know where y'all get this hubris from. Where y'all get this swole-chested hubris from? Because y'all can't beat Dak Prescott, bro. Y'all know this. Y'all try to convince y'allself that y'all can. Hey, we gonna beat y'all. Y'all know in the back of y'all head, like, dang, I wish Dak Prescott just retire, Lord. Just let him retire. That's what y'all say in the back of your mind. Shout out to One-Handed Bandit with the $4.99 for your mind. He says the thing I loved about the play calling was the emphasis on if you can't find a receiver, just check it down. Something Kellen Moore didn't do. Exactly. And that's something that's going to bode well for us because we have some running backs who can get up the field, who can make people miss, who are very good in space. So all of that is good for us, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of times where it might be not too many receivers to throw the ball to, and you're gonna see Tony Pollard coming out the backfield. You're gonna see Deuce Vaughn and players like that getting the opportunity to do something in space. So that's gonna be easy yardage, easy work for us. And then we did see them try to incorporate a couple screens too, and I thought that was interesting. That was a breath of fresh air for Mr. Mike McCarthy play calling, and he did pretty good in my opinion. I like the aggressive nature that he had with his play calling too. Shout out to Big Mike. I just can't wait to see it with our real offense. I can't wait to see it with our real offense. Mike McCarthy been an aggressive type play caller anyway. We seen that. He was the one that kept making us go for it on fourth down last year. So I can't wait to see him actually hold be at the helm of the offense, of the real offense. I want to see what his attitude is with Dak Prescott. I just can't wait for stuff like that. We gonna cut up on these boy, bro. I can't wait. Bro. I really can't wait. Yeah, Miss Patrice, Big Mike Soprano. You understand? That's the mob boss over here. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what Cooper Rush y'all seen, but you know, it was very, very lackadaisical, I say. I ain't saying he did horrible, but it wasn't what I expected. I wanted more from him. But this is what I liked about the preseason game. We got rid of the bad stuff. Mr. Deuce Vaughn. That's what I like. Trap. Now, I ain't gonna count to y'all. A lot of people, I know, with us being the Cowboys, I think there's a lot of TCU fans and a lot of Kansas State. I think Kansas State kind of in that niche too. But like, bro, at Kansas State, Deuce was a problem. He ran all over my Bama team. I hate to even think about that. He had an 80-plus yard run on my Bama team. That right there let me know he was for real. But at the same time, when I went to training camp, I seen Deuce running between the tackles, getting open in space, making people miss. I seen all of this, but it's still like, it's just almost like it's unnatural to see how small he is. So you just got to see this in practice, man. You just got to see him, not in practice like far as football practice, but just like in him actively being small, running these plays. Like, you cannot, it's almost like you can't put it into words until you actually see it in person. Like, this dude is very, very little. But now that I seen him actually do it in a game, I feel way better about it, man. I feel way better about it. Like, now you see him making something out of nothing. Like, we seen that offensive line. Our starter offensive line was badly making holes for anybody. So you know the second offensive line wasn't doing much. $5 super stick. I appreciate you, sir. But think about this. Malik Davis couldn't do nothing with the first team offensive line out there, and that was concerning for me too. I forgot to put Malik in there because I expected more. Y'all know I'm kind of high on Malik Davis, and it looked like Malik couldn't do anything. Maybe because it was against the first team defense. Now, excuse me. Maybe because he was going up with a lackluster offensive line against the first team defense, but Malik Davis couldn't find no holes in there at all. But when you seen Deuce get in there, Deuce was making one cut, two cut. He made a dude touch earth, y'all. Man, he broke a dude up so bad. I think it was 40 on the Jaguars. He made him touch earth. It was very mean. It was nasty. So I just can't wait, bro. We gonna see a lot of that throughout the season, bro. It looks like that speed translate. It looks like you can't get a hand on this young man. He looks ridiculous, y'all. He looks ridiculous. And like I seen somebody say, Deuce proved a point to them. And he didn't prove a point to me. I mean, he proved a point to me too. I don't know why my internet want to echo. It should be back now. We should be good. Give me a 1 if we good. I don't know what's going on with my internet right now. It's been acting a little crazy as of late. I don't know. Give me a 1 if we good. They hating on you, boy. It must have been them Eagles coming in here hating me out. Dang. What's up with the screen? Let's see. Is we back? I don't know what's going on. Look like we good now. I don't know. Give me a 1 if we good. Give me a 1 if we good. Look like we good now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to test the screen out. It say we back. Okay. I don't know what's going on, man. It's a goofy day on the internet side. But y'all know, man, hey, NBC, ABC have technical difficulties sometimes. So, you know, y'all know how it go. But Deuce was incredible. If it was up to me, he didn't have to show me nothing else. But not only did he show us everything we was looking for, it's looking real crazy that he can get in those small spaces. Like, if you look at it, a couple of those runs that he made, it really wasn't even no hole there, y'all. It wasn't no hole there. Like, it really wasn't no hole there, bro. Like, he really just wiggled his way into a very small crack and just got through there. So that's going to be interesting to see that translate with the real first team offensive line. That's going to be incredible, y'all. Like, I think Deuce Vaughn is going to show out, and he one of them players that got a chip on his shoulder, you can tell. Like, when he did his run, he got up and had to talk his talk. A smaller player like him, man, he been fighting for it for his whole life. So he can't wait to prove everybody wrong. He can't wait to show y'all up. He gonna show y'all what he really working with. So I can't wait to see Deuce Vaughn behind his first team offense. And then especially when you got to worry about other weapons on this team. That's gonna be absolutely ridiculous, y'all. And I'm telling you right now, Mike McCarthy gonna know just what to do to use a player like this. This is the luxury that we have with an experienced play caller who knows how to use his talent. He's not going to be sitting up here doing goofy stuff with him. He's going to do the normal common sense stuff that's going to allow him to utilize his talent. We ain't got to worry about all the ifs, ands, and buts about the way Kellen Moore was using people. Mike McCarthy going to do the normal stuff. Dude's good in space, put him in space. If he's hard to tackle, let him run the ball. It's going to be simple stuff like that. But Deuce Vaughn stock is way, way up. A lot of people was on him. And I ain't going to lie, I am very, very much so and excited to see what Mr. Deuce can do for the rest of the preseason. I'm ready. Deuce stole the show. He got loose. He went crazy. And then the Cowboys think they slick too. They made us wait all the way to the second half to see Deuce. They crazy. They made us wait to the second half. Now, another player I liked, I touched on Jake Ferguson for a minute, but hey, did Jake Ferguson not look like he took that next step? Did Jake Ferguson not look like he built on that sample size performance from last year and ready to take over this tight end role? Did he not look like he was him in the tight end role?
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And he was basically the whole offense when the first team was in. He was basically the whole offense to me. Because we couldn't get no running lanes from Malik Davis. Rico Dowdle did a little something as far as running, but you can't tell me that Jake Ferguson didn't look like a starting number one tight end in this league. He really did. He said, Miss Patrice with the 199 said, cause he little. That boy is real little, ain't he? You could barely get a hand on that young man. That was something that we hoped about. But look, we said this on the watch party. But if you get a hand on him, he's going down. But the challenge is to get a hand on him in the first place. You might not be able to. But Jake Ferguson did look like he took the next step. He did look like the starting caliber tight end that we all thought he was. This is the reason why we were so frustrated when they drafted Luke Schoonmaker. It was nothing to do with the player that Luke Schoonmaker was. It was about how much stock that we bought into Jake Ferguson, how we projected him to be a better player down the stretch. And the front office looked like they just ignored all of that. I don't know what it was, but we seen the potential in Jake Ferguson. We seen the potential in what's his name, Peyton Hendershot. We seen the potential in all of them. So I don't know what it was that the front office had to see, like what box they had to check for them. But I'm glad we still got Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot, some not proven, but some decent talented tight ends to go forward with. So I'm excited about Jake. I was always excited about him from what I seen, and now he's looking like he's in his bag. You know, he's one of the players that got the stamp from Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce said he liked Jake Ferguson. He named Jake Ferguson out of all the tight ends in the league. They asked him who do they like, who do he like. That's an up and coming young tight end. Jake Ferguson said, hey, Travis Kelce said, I like Jake Ferguson. So I thought that was significant right there. So be on the lookout. I think Jake Ferguson is ready to take that next step. And you already know what Dak be telling him.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
Let him know, man. We in him.
Trap.
Miss Patrice said we got lurkers in here. Please don't tell me that. I don't even know what the lights looking like, but good grief. Don't let me cry for no reason then. Don't let me cry for no reason. Look at the disappointment on this young man's face. Don't have me walking around with my head down. Look at the baby. You got me staring out the window. Now I'm finna do this ugly cry. Oh my God. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You don't want landlord looking like that. Don't behave like that. Don't be acting like an Eagles fan out here now. I know y'all better than that. Let's see. But Jake Ferguson was a pleasant surprise on the not a pleasant surprise, but it was good to see Jake Ferguson build on what he had last year. Shout out to Jake the Great with the $4.99 for your mind. He said, I told Skywalker if Deuce Vaughn was 6 foot, he would have been drafted in the first round. Darren Sproles 2.0, believe it, baby. Hey, if Deuce Vaughn was 6 foot tall, he might be Christian McCaffrey, sir. Deuce like that. So if he was 6 foot tall, he might have been a first rounder. It would have been ugly. But the wide receiver 4 battle still continues. It's still going crazy. It's still lit. We got a lot of people who ready to see it. Craig said, calm down. You don't think so? I think he'll be a CMC. He'll be like that. If he was 6 foot tall, man, that boy will be unstoppable, Craig. I'm telling you now. But the wide receiver 4 category, our friend of the show who we had an exclusive interview on Landlord Sports, HTM Sports and West Coast Cowboy, Mr. Jalen Tolbert, man. Mr. Jalen Tolbert. Now, I told y'all, this is why I don't listen to nobody else. I listen to myself. I stand on the ledge. I put my neck out there. I put my neck on the line for the truth, what I believe in, for my evaluation of my film, the way I look at people. So, of course, some of the analysts said he wasn't looking good. He didn't look like he was a good pick. He was a bust. A lot of people yelling bust all around the place. But me, I evaluated the film myself. I said I see he has all the physical attributes. He looks like he's going off the line right. He's bursting off the line. He looked decisive in his route running. He looked like he got a nice size on him, kind of good. Far as his build, he did everything. He had all the physical attributes. Everything that he needed to work on was from the neck up. When we put him on the show, what did Jalen Tolbert say? He said that he only started playing football in the 11th grade, y'all. So when you start playing football that late, bro, you can tell it's a lot of stuff that he won't know. It's a lot of nuanced stuff about being a football player that he just won't know because he didn't have the experience. So now you take that inexperienced guy who just started playing in the 11th grade and put him on an NFL team. Not only did he have to make the transition to play football at all, he had to make the transition to play football to the NFL level from a D2 level. That's a huge jump. That's a leap. That ain't even no jump no more. That's a leap right there, sir. That's a leap. But a lot of people just ruled the man off. They wrote him off like he was just, like he was just trash or something, like it was Bubba Dub. I feel sorry for them because I feel like Jalen Tolbert really separated himself yesterday. He was making all kind of catches, and if he had a better quarterback, he was open a lot more times than they threw him the ball. I can't wait to look at this all-22 because I know Jalen Tolbert was open a few times, and Cooper Rush was just looking this way, or Will Grier was looking the opposite way. So, man, Jalen Tolbert really separated himself to me, and it's exciting to see this young guy take this big step like this, man. What y'all thinking about Jalen Tolbert? I said it myself. I love what I seen from this young man. He was high pointing the football. That was his biggest claim to fame when he was on our interview. He said he was high pointing the football. That's his best attribute, and that's exactly what he did. So I cannot wait to see him further in this preseason, man. I think it's going to be going crazy. I think it's up for Mr. Jalen Tolbert. Stock is up on Jalen Tolbert in my book. Real talk. Watch out for him. He looks like wide receiver 4, and it looks clear for me. It looks clear. It looks clear. Let's see what the people saying. Iceberg Slim says 80% of the chat wanted to get rid of Jalen Tolbert. Let's be honest here. I've been said Tolbert will get busy this year. Hey, you know, not in the trap house. Not in the trap house, Iceberg. You might have got them kind of vibes in other chat boxes. But over here, I've been a big time what can I say, supporter of Jalen Tolbert. I said he was going to be nice. And a lot of my people said they agreed with me. It was a lot of naysayers as well. But over here on this side of the internet, on this side of YouTube, my people was kind of fond of Jalen Tolbert. So we didn't give up on the young man. We knew that it was 1 year. We knew that there was a lot of stuff that he had to learn. So we didn't give up on him on my side. So I don't know if I can't speak for the other people, because a lot of people was calling him a bust and everything. But I think he put he marked his territory for wide receiver 4 last night. He really did. He said, landlord, I know what was said. Hey, I ain't saying that nobody said it, but I'm talking about like if in the consensus, I think, especially after the interview, I think a lot of people was a little more higher on him. I think that's fair. After the interview, I think they gave him a fair shot. Shane Baker on Facebook. Shout out to my Facebook people over there too, man. He says, I want to see more of Brooks in Houston. Yeah, Brooks was kind of disappointing too, man. You seen him cut up in camp, and then you really didn't even hear his name throughout the game. But maybe we'll see some more in the next preseason game. But I really thought I was gonna hear his name a little more. Michael A says that one catch that was called back was way more than enough. Jalen Tolbert, facts. He adjusted his body and just snagged him, man. That showed us that high point of football, man. That was a great catch, and he got his both foot in, but it got called back because of I think it was offsides or false start or something crazy, but it brought it back. So if you add that along with the touchdown and a couple other catches he made, Jalen Tolbert went crazy, man. He really did. I'm happy to see him taking that next step far as him being a productive receiver in his league. And did you see Dak Prescott celebrating with him too? Dak, I already know what time it is, man. Dak, I already know what time it is for JT. Hey, he said that's what's up. But another interesting guy of the day was Mr. Dennis Houston, y'all. Hey, Dennis Houston almost had him a quarter. Dennis Houston caught like 4-5 balls in a row and was going crazy. So I ain't gonna lie, man. This dude right here, he might make the team, man. This dude might make the team. And at this point, we already know, like I said, outside of CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, I think Dak might have more chemistry with Dennis Houston than any other receiver. And he's a dark horse to make this team, really. And I'm telling you, that's somebody to keep your eye on. Dennis Houston just continuously making plays. Even in practice, he make plays. So don't sleep on Dennis Houston, man. Dennis Houston did nice, bro. He really did. So that's an interesting name to keep an eye on, man. Dennis Houston he's just a lunch pail guy. He just be consistent every day and just show up and just continuously make a case for him to be on his football team. So he had a big day to me too. He really had a big day to me too. And he's a guy that's going to fly under most YouTubers and most beat writers' radar. They ain't going to talk much about him. But don't forget, keep in mind that this dude was an actual starter last year. He started last year. So if anybody got a stake in this for this Iron Throne of the wide receiver 4, it's definitely Dennis Houston. So I was impressed with Dennis Houston yesterday, man. I really was. Let's see what y'all thoughts about it. Paul Regamore says he did, bro. I like Houston since last year. Man, Dennis Houston showed up. He kind of took over the quarter. That boy had like 4 catches in a row, and they all was like big plays. It wasn't like just little 5-yard catches. It was like 10 yards, 15 yards. Like, it was some real catches. Craig Lofgren says the running back room to me and the offensive line are still very concerning. Yeah, the O-line was concerning. It was. I ain't going to argue when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. Satellite Santa says, what about those short dump offs to Sammy when they play off him? I want to see Fant gets those passes. It was interesting not to see Noah Fant out there winning. I ain't really see him get no run. But my other guy, I got another guy on here. He kind of showed up too. And he might be the reason that Noah Fant ain't getting no run. And that's going to probably be the next guy I talk about. But he might be the reason you didn't see Noah Fant out there. It might be the reason. Rev Rebel says Dennis Houston was heating up, man. He really was, man. He really was. Let's see. Micah A said, don't show Houston the door too fast. I win. And look, at this point, after we get finished talking about him, shout out to Big Reds with the 1999. I appreciate you, sir. He says, I knew Kellen Moore was told but downfall. I couldn't wait to get rid of his progress stopping that. Hey, man. I knew it too, bro, because like that was one of the most complex things to think about, man. You see this kid got all this talent, but some reason he out there looking lost and looking crazy. He told you on the interview, I don't have to think about 10 different things at the line of scrimmage no more. That should have told you everything you needed to know about how complex Kellen Moore's scheme was. And this the last thing I'm going to say about it, man, because it makes me mad about last year. If you are drafting or evaluating players for Kellen Moore, if you know his scheme is just super complex like rocket science, why would you get an inexperienced kid like Jalen Tolbert in the draft to begin with? Now it doesn't make sense, do it? Maybe they already was reading the tea leaves and knew that Kellen Moore was on his way up out of the door. I don't know. Maybe Jalen Tolbert wasn't for Kellen Moore. Who knows? Because it don't make sense for him to draft, an inexperienced kid and put him in an advanced offense like this. So maybe they was drafting for the future with Jalen Tolbert to begin with. Who knows? But I thought that was interesting. But we was talking about something else real quickly. Yeah, Dennis Houston. Okay, as far as Dennis Houston go, right? Do y'all think Dennis Houston could hide on the practice squad? Give me a 1 if you think he can. Give me a 2 if you think he can't. Give me a 1 if you think he can hide on the practice squad. Give me a 2 if you think no. Because I think that's interesting. Because if he can't hide on the practice squad, he might have to make this team. Because I ain't ready to let Dennis Houston go either. I thought it was just because he was able to find his spots. But, man, it looked like Dennis Houston actually got some ability out here. And like I said before, keep in mind that he has chemistry already with Dak Prescott. Don't forget about that. Give me a 1 if you think he can hide on the practice squad. Give me a 2 if no. Before we move on to the next topic, do y'all think Dennis Houston can hide on the practice squad? They says yes. Big Sar says yes. Iceberg Slim says yes. JT Wolf says yes. Y'all think? I don't know. We released him last year and still brought him back on the practice squad. So hey, he might be able to. Paul Regamore says 1 with LOL. This coffee though. I don't know what that means. You said the coffee got you gone. Joe Tranchina says no. Jake the Great says no. Lil Tyler says 1. So that's yes. He said he can hide. Most people saying he can hide on the practice squad. I think that's interesting. That right there tell me what y'all think of Dennis Houston. But I don't know. I think we're going to have to reevaluate him. We're going to have to reevaluate him. That's a good question, ain't it, Paul? Like, do you really think we can hire him? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see the manipulation that the Cowboys choose to do when they doing their roster stuff. Because you know that roster stuff is like finessing. They got to be able to finesse and finagle their way around saving players, and somebody going to have a phantom injury. It's going to be crazy when it comes to them getting down to this 53-man roster. That's going to be interesting to see how they value these players too. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be interesting. So it's kind of look like a mixed bag. I see a lot of ones and a lot of twos. So nobody knows what's in store for Mr. Dennis Houston, do we? It's just going to be confusing. Who knows? We don't know. But I like Dennis Houston with Dak Prescott, though. Because it looks like he should at least be on this team. Okay, look, this the last one. Dennis Houston or Simi Fehoko? Let me know. Let me know. And I don't want no politics involved. We talking about what these players have showed us on the field. Dennis Houston or Simi Fehoko? Let me know. These are your two options, because it might boil down to this. It just might. Dennis Houston or Simi Fehoko, because they don't want to get rid of Simi. Simi was a high draft pick, bro. Nobody wants to get rid of him. Even though he ain't showed nothing, I think the Cowboys fear that if we let him go, he might actually go produce and be something somewhere else. That's everybody's biggest fear. So would y'all pick Dennis Houston or Simi Fehoko? Because that might be something we have to talk about. DeJarvis says Houston. JT Wolf says, Jalen Marino Crawford. I ain't hear his name all day yesterday, so I don't know if he got run or not. Michael Lockhart says Houston. Gorilla Max says Dennis Houston. Iceberg says, if I'm in Houston, Texas. Oh, you ain't talking about Houston. Lance Lenore had chemistry with Dak too. Flo said that don't mean nothing. I guess. But hey, we'll see. Rebel says Dennis Houston. Big Sar says Houston. JT Wolf says Houston. A lot of people going with Houston over Simi. And Simi and Houston both can go. I knew Cha-Cha was gonna come with something crazy. If the pressure was on you to pick one though, Cha-Cha, don't be giving no easy outs, bro. Let me know who you gonna pick if you had to pick between those two. If them was your only options. If this was an election and them was the lesser of the two evils, them the two candidates you got. Who you going with, sir? Don't run from that. Who you going with? Let me know. But we gonna move on while we get the rest of those answers. But it was interesting to see Dennis Houston show up. Simi had a couple of curl routes, but Dennis was more than impressive last night. Okay. Now, this is the most surprising guy of camp, I believe. I believe he is the biggest story. He is the most underrated storyline of camp right now. My guy, John Stevens Jr., I did a little video about him because I heard everybody raving about him. Did a little research. This dude got a lot of talent, and he might be the reason why we haven't seen Mr. Princeton Fant get out there. He may be the reason we ain't seen Princeton Fant. And I know a lot of people was fond of him, the undrafted free agent out of Tennessee, I believe. I think he came out of Tennessee. But Mr. John Stevens has been balling out in camp, and he made his presence felt yesterday, scored a touchdown. This dude is 6'5", with a wide receiver in his blood. He was a wide receiver at the Raising Cajun in Louisiana, and he looks like he's very capable. He's probably exactly what a lot of people wanted to do with Noah Brown. I said this yesterday. We knew that Noah Brown was a bigger receiver that could block and stuff like that. And a lot of people wanted to convert Noah Brown to a tight end. But this is exactly what happened with John Stevens Jr. He's been converted to a tight end. But today, they was running him at wide receiver too. He was doing everything. John Stevens Jr. was lined up at the wide receiver position in the slot. This man was in tight end. I think he even got a fullback rep. So they are very fond of John Stevens Jr. That's somebody to keep your keep your eye on for sure. Don't sleep on him because they like him a lot and they using him in all different kinds of ways. So John Stevens Jr. was a player that I had my eye on, and as soon as he got in, he made some noise. He might be the most athletic tight end we got, y'all. Now, I don't know about Schoon. I know Schoonmaker's supposed to be real athletic himself, but far as, let's see, I told you, far as Louisiana went, he was like the number one athlete coming out of Louisiana the year he came out. And then, far as nationally, he ranked 19th as the most athletic guy coming out in the nation that year. He was 19th. So this dude is a real athlete. Make no mistake about that. So I can't wait to see what he do for the rest of camp too. He might, not camp, but rest of preseason. He gonna be a preseason like starter or something in a minute because he making all the plays. He doing everything right. I seen him blocking people and everything. So watch out for John Stevens Jr., y'all. Shout out to Charlie Jones with the $5 super. He said JT gonna ball out. He did too, Mr. Charlie. He really did, man. We appreciate your contribution, sir. I really do. Big Sar said John Stevens Jr. comes from a family of athletes. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. Thomas A. told us about it last night. I can't recall it by heart, but I think they said his mama was a athlete. His daddy was an athlete. So, hey, he got that athletic bloodline, and that bodes well for him being a longevity type player too, in my opinion. Iceberg Slim says, landlord, he look better than look better than my man Dalton Kincaid, Montana 08. Huh? You saying John Stevens look better than Dalton Kincaid? I ain't really been tapped in on Dalton Kincaid. I remember you was going crazy about Dalton Kincaid. Did he show up? I don't even know where he got drafted at, so I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you, so I don't know. But John Stevens was pretty impressive. Mike A said John Stevens making the team. Yeah. Hey, he might. Because look, before we move on, John Stevens Jr. or Sean McKeon. Because I don't want all this politics stuff to keep us away from having good players. Which one of these tight ends you going to pick? John Stevens Jr., somebody who's actually showed you stuff and showed you a lot of potential, a lot of upside, or Sean McKeon, somebody who's just been having a roster spot and nobody knows why. Because I can't tell you why. Which one of them tight ends you going with? John Stevens or Sean McKeon? I haven't seen not one thing from Sean McKeon since he been a Cowboy. I don't remember him showing me anything. Then he got an opportunity to catch the ball and he dropped it. So somebody let me know who you riding with. Because I'm taking all the politics out. I know Sean McKeon is a veteran, but we trying to get the best football team possible on this field. That's what we concentrated on. Zeta GDC4L says we have a good problem to have with the tight end room. Yeah, we do. We got an embarrassment of riches now. We got a lot of decent tight ends, and we really didn't even see Schoon for real. Schoon got a little run. He made a catch, but hey, John Stevens looked like he was, besides Jake Ferguson, he looked like he was the most impressive tight end of the day yesterday. Chata says Sean McKeon balled last year, bro. He opened up so many holes last year, dog. Oh, you talking about blocking? Yeah, blocking goes under the radar. So maybe he was a good blocker, but I'm pretty sure we talking about receiving on the receiving end right now. On the receiving end, I don't know. And I seen John Stevens blocking people too. He kind of stonewalled LVE in practice. I seen that myself, real talk. He kind of stonewalled LVE in practice. So, hey, I think he can block too. Johnny Wood said send me last year 3 catches for 24 yards. Come on, man. He's hella weak in my opinion. Cut ties, Cowboys. Cut ties. Yeah, it's the countdown is starting for players like Semi Fehoko. because I don't know why he'll be on this roster. I don't know why. We got too many young, talented wide receivers to reserve a spot for him. We do. A lot of people saying Stevens. Excuse me. Stevens is a legit weapon. This man's 6'5", 200 and some pounds. Athletic. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Looks like people choosing John Stevens over him. And, hey, without the politics, we'll know. Look, before we change topics, look, we'll know what it was before it's over with. If John Stevens don't make this team and Sean McKeon do, we'll know exactly what it was. From right now, during this time right now, because we don't know what the rest of the preseason games may hold. But from right now, if this man don't make the team and Sean McKeon do, we know that's politics right there. Okay, we trapping in the trenches. We were going to talk about what we seen from Mizey Smith. Mizey Smith, to me, I feel like his presence was felt. I feel like Mizey did exactly what he's supposed to do. Okay, you know it's gonna be hard for a defensive tackle to make headline news. You know they doing the dirty work. They doing the stuff that goes under the radar. And Mizey was dealing with a lot of double teams, so I don't know if that was just a combo blocks and double teams. So I'm not sure if that was a part of the Jaguars' game plan, or did Mizey Smith just demand a couple of double teams and stuff like that. But to me, Mizey was doing his job, man. When you getting double teamed as a young defensive tackle, if you can hold your ground, stand your ground, and not be all over the floor getting pushed on the ground, that's a good sign for him. He was able to deal with the double teams and the combo blocks pretty well. He was pretty much making some noise in the middle of the defensive line to me. So I don't know what y'all was expecting. I seen him make some stops for loss too. So I don't know exactly what y'all was expecting him to do. Was y'all expecting Aaron Donald out the gate? But to me, Mizey Smith did exactly what we wanted him to do. And I can't wait to see him alongside some real defensive linemen. Real talk. Let's see what y'all think about Mr. Mizey and his performance. MoneyGram Nowinski. I know you're a Dallas Maverick fan, ain't you? Mizey made him run outside the middle, was not open for the public. Yeah, he did clog up that middle. He did. Choctaw said Mizey did his job. He wasn't balling. I ain't say he was going crazy and outstanding. I said he did exactly what I expected of him. Desmond Ironman said Mizey was a beast. T. Foster said Mizey was balling. Stephen White says Land looks like he might become legit. He'll learn. He has the skill. You talking about Mizey or something, Stephen White? Let me know. Z the G DC4L says Micah gonna eat all day with Mizey on the field. Exactly. Mizey was getting penetration too. He was pushing the pocket as well. Like, that's all you want from a defensive tackle, bro. You want him to push the pocket, and you want him to disrupt, cause some havoc in the middle of that. You want him to plug the middle. That's all you want him to do. Hold the guards up. Don't let the guards get to the second level. And that's what I seen him doing. Big Sar said Gallimore had a good game at DT yesterday. He honestly did. I ain't gonna count. Gallimore was flashing. He was flashing. But it was pretty much what we seen him doing though, right, Big Sar? Somebody let me know. Because we expect Gallimore to be a pass rushy type defensive tackle. Our concern with Gallimore is him against the run. So I seen him penetrating and getting to the backfield. I want to see how stout he can be against the run. That's what's keeping Gallimore off the field, in my opinion. Everybody knows he's pretty athletic and stuff like that to be able to pass rush. But at that position, we don't need pass rushing. We need somebody we need that trash can full of dirt who can plug them holes. He said you saw more of Mizey last night trying to increase his endurance. Yeah, they was putting him in and out the game. And, hey, it was surprising he played a little longer than I expected. I don't know about y'all. He played a little longer than I expected. Let's see. Choctaw said there's a difference between doing your job, which I expected, and balling and making a multitude of plays. Yeah, it is. It is. I think Mizey did exactly what I expected him to do. if he would have been out there getting pushed around, that would have been concerning. Most of the times I seen Mizey engaged, he was pushing people backwards. And he was extending them. He was using the length of his arms to extend the player away from him. He was bench pressing a few of them grown men as a young guy. So that's right there, that's a step in the right direction for a rookie defensive tackle. Like some of them rookie defensive tackles get manhandled out the gate. Mizey was holding his ground. That's a good sign for him. That's a good sign for him. And he just going to get more and more comfortable with the size of these players, the speed of the game, the power that he got to play with throughout the rest of the season. It's just going to come to him even more naturally throughout the rest of the season. Yeah, Junior Feihoku didn't get no run. He had an injury. QVR11 says, what other DT that are Mizey size can play 50-plus snaps? You ain't lying, Mizey was out there a lot more than I thought. Did he play 50-plus snaps? I ain't really get his snap count. So if he played 50-plus snaps, that's pretty good for his size, for sure. Big Sarge says Gallimore is better at the 3-tech position. He was playing out of position at the 1 technique position. Yeah, he's more of a pass rushy guy. That's what he do. And he's athletic. He's quick and big. He's big and quick for his size too. Gallimore actually athletic. He just a little too light to me. He just a little too light in the britches to me. Poppy Velma says Landlord Mizey was solid. Hit the button, Landlord. Hey, he said hit the trap. Mizey was solid. He was. Let's see. Micah A says we don't need to play the run to the quarterback. We need both. Yeah. We need to play the run. We need to play the run because I feel like we got enough pass rushers. We are not lacking pass rushers. We got them galore. We got pass rushers galore. Shout out to Miss Queen with the $5 super. She says nothing could get through the middle with Mizey out there. Check the film. Yo, Mizey was a problem now. He was a problem. Now, and then like I said, he wasn't with the best line that we got. We still got some better people. And Osa was doing his thing too though. Don't sleep on Osa. Osa was a force out there as well. Now, yeah, we finna talk about my other guy. The other guy that I like, Mr. DeMarvion OverShown, man. Man, OverShown really showed me something. He really put his nose in there. He stood up a dude on the 3rd and 1 play, and he got the ball back for us until Turpin fumbled it right after. But OverShown showed me a lot, man. Like, of course, with him being a rookie linebacker, he probably gonna get like tricked with some of this misdirection stuff. That's the best thing you can do against a young athletic linebacker because they reading keys. They reading the movement of the guards and see which way they pull and stuff like that. That's what indicates them to run that way, and they reading the signals of the keys. But if you manipulate that a little bit, that's gonna throw them off a lot. So a young linebacker like OverShown, that's probably the best thing you can do against him is misdirection and stuff. So I seen him out of place a few times, but that's expected for a rookie linebacker. But when he did see the play, his foot was in the dirt and he was downhill. He wasn't waiting around. He wasn't hesitant. I even seen Damone Clark be a little hesitant, and that was a little concerning. It was only a few plays, but OverShown was coming laying the wood. He was coming putting his nose in the box, and I like that. That's good for a rookie right there. That boy OverShown looked like he's about that life. And one of the things that was intriguing to me, like I said, I wasn't super fond of the OverShown pick because I didn't feel like he was a pure linebacker. I felt like he was more of a hybrid, but now that I see him actually getting linebacker reps, it looked like he can do both. So, hey, I'm glad to be wrong. It looked like OverShown is a regular linebacker. He just a linebacker who can do pass rush stuff and can flex out to a safety and stuff. And he can guard tight ends too. So, That's gonna be a great package to have. I'm sure he gonna make this rotation. When you think about it, if 35 OverShown can cover tight ends and put his nose in the box and stop runners from advancing, if he can do that, you won't even have to run Big Nickel as much. He said that's because you Bama bias. What I did now, Choctaw, good grief. What I did, Choctaw, good grief. But I ain't gonna lie though, he showed me a lot though. He really showed me a lot. He showed me that he had some range. That's something I didn't really I knew he had the speed and stuff, but I wanted to see could that range that he had at Texas translate to the NFL level, and I seen that, and that's good for us. If he keep playing like this, he's gonna take some reps from somebody. I promise you that. He taking somebody reps. And to be honest, like I said, when we first drafted him, I really didn't see where he could fit. But now it looks like he's coming to take over. That's what it is. He coming to take over, man. He coming to take over. That's what you wanted, that X button. Yeah. He looking solid though. So I'm excited to see what he can do for the future. I really am. He took me by surprise. Now, I ain't saying that I ain't think he was talented, but I didn't think he was going to like just demand his way up in the rotation. But hey, people like Jabril Cox and stuff like that, this ain't a good day for you, sir. OverShown has came and he marked this territory. He will be a part of this rotation for sure, because he looked too good. He had some nice range, and he was coming up laying the wood. Let's see what y'all think. I know a lot of people like him. Papa Boy said OverShown reminds me of Running Lot. Ooh, if he anything like that, sir, we good. If we anything like that, we good. Mr. HT on Sports in the building says Jabril got replaced by his clone. Hey, you ain't lying. See, like, they don't look alike, but they got the same skill set, right? Because OverShown look like he's exactly what we wanted Jabril Cox to be. A rangy coverage linebacker. And it look like he can do that and lay his stick his nose in the box too. So hey, he'll be a good guy to have to relieve some of them players like Donovan Wilson and J-Run Curse on some of them downs where they don't have to be a linebacker every down, But OverShown looks like he's ready to come and take over that role. I don't know about that, Choctaw. I ain't gonna lie. I seen Jabril. He made a couple plays, but I seen him taking some bad angles, and he was kind of looking a little lost out there a couple of the times though. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to take another look when I look at the all 22. But I seen a couple of times Jabril was taking some bad angles, and that's very bad for you as a linebacker. Like, you can't be doing that. That's your bread and butter. We need you to be at a pursuit. You know what I'm saying? And have range. Yeah, he got a little run. Z to G says OverShown looked like Donovan Wilson when he put that stop sign on Bigsby. And look, I want y'all to know before I wrap this up, man, Tank Bigsby is no joke. He can run, bro. He played at Auburn, and that dude run hard. So that was no little Rudy Poop running back that OverShown did that to. OverShown stood him up. So I don't know what some of these other people see. That's why you only trust your evaluation. Other people's gonna have their opinions about these players and what happened. But I'm just waiting on the all 22. Maybe this is my first impressions. Maybe some of my stuff ain't all the way accurate from our first impressions. But I'm just going off of the angles that I got. When I get to all 22, I'll be able to go more in depth on what a lot of these players was doing. As a tech Algalera, I don't know. My English is broken, sir. Said Mahomes got his head smacked. Why are some of these teams playing their number ones? Estimates preseason. Yeah, a lot of people that ideology is gonna be challenged from both sides. Some people think you should do it, some people think you shouldn't do it. And I don't think it's a right answer. I just think you just do what you believe in. Because nobody has proven if it's good or bad to start your starters in preseason like that. DP Johnson said Deuce looked like he's still in school. I know he didn't go against the ones, but his college tape looks like his practice tape looks like preseason. He is what he is. Yeah, and that's a very elusive little small guy to be able to try to tackle. I'm glad I ain't got to tackle him. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a tough task right there, trying to catch up with that little dude. Landlord, what you know about that Big X the plug, Dallas, Texas, stand up. Hey, man, Big X he running out here. He running out here in Birmingham. Like, a lot of people rocking with Big X out here. He just did a song with my guy out of Birmingham, Yavo. He just did a song with Big Yavo. He out of my city, so, you know, we rocking with Big X down here. DeJarvis Young says Dan Quinn got something cooking for OverShown. He was really excited for his pick. Yeah, man, I can see a lot of usages for him now. Now that I see his skill set translate to the NFL, I can see a lot of skill set. I can see a lot of packages and usages for him. So that's going to be big for him. Dan Quinn knows what he's doing. You know. Wait a minute. Needed to, yeah, Chata trying to give me counsel. Yeah, hey, that was big about Ryan Thomas with the interception on Trevor Lawrence too. I forgot to talk about that. Yeah, and OverShown can blitz too. Yeah, he can come off the edge. He got a lot of speed. You know, I can't wait to see what Dan Quinn do with this kid. And I ain't seen nothing he can't do. He can cover. He can blitz. He can put his nose in the box, you know. The only weakness I can see is some misdirection. That's about it. And that's for any rookie linebacker. You going to get tricked like that. Big Sar says, I'm with Choctaw Montana 808. Jabril Cox did his job yesterday. He just didn't have the eye-popping play like OverShown did. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll have to agree to disagree. Because I seen OverShown. You know, I seen OverShown out of position as well on a couple of plays. That's expected for a young linebacker. This Jabril third year now. So, hey, if you can't get it now, that's concerning. Like, this ain't Jabril. Jabril is no rookie. We comparing Jabril to a rookie. Like, bro, we expect more from you now. And I was big on Jabril Cox, so this ain't me, like, trying to be right. Like, nah, I had high hopes for Jabril. He just ain't showed us nothing no more. He just ain't showed us nothing. But, man, I appreciate all my people coming through, sliding with me in the Trend app. I really do. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I really do appreciate it. Do y'all got any other questions before I get ready to wrap this thing on up? I got to get to the day job, unfortunately. Do y'all got any other topics y'all want to talk about before I wrap it up? Let's see. Jabril says, landlord, I think these rookies and second-year players can really make a difference this year. Yeah, I think they're going to have a big part on this team. I think a lot of these young players going to actually make some noise. They're going to be an actual part of these rotations. Y'all know we always play our rookies, though. We always play some of our rookies and undrafted UDFAs. The Cowboys pretty much equal opportunity, ain't it? The Cowboys pretty much equal opportunity. Like, we'll play everybody. We'll give you a chance to make this team for sure. And you know, even though maybe it's not because of politics or Stephen Jones trying to be cheap, who knows? But you got an opportunity to play for the Cowboys. Like, I don't care if you UDFA, rookie, or what. You got a fair shot to at least make the team. Now, getting play time, that's another story, you know. Yeah, Asen Richards, he did his job too. You know, he didn't give up nothing. It looked like he was moving well. Looked like he had a nice kick on him. And, yeah, I think I like what I seen from him too. The O-line didn't do good as a whole, but I like what I seen from Asen Richards though. He looked like he did better than expected for sure. And Matt Waletzko didn't do terribly either. The only people that looked bad on the O-line to me was Josh Ball and it was another guy too. 75, and it was one more line. It was one more lineman that had me mad. Josh Ball was definitely one. He didn't do too well to me. Not today. Crush on Anna with the $2 super. I appreciate you. He said, what's the sick situation with Zach Martin? They still on the same type of time. Jerry don't want to budge. Zach Martin don't want to budge. It's a crazy situation going on right now, man. So we're gonna have to figure that out. That's very concerning though. He missing preseason games. He just got fined over $2 million for missing training camp. So it looks like this went to the other level. It then went to a new level with him missing preseason games. We know he didn't play. He wasn't gonna play, but he still missed it. He wasn't there. So we're gonna have to see how this escalate, how this keep going on, man. I really wish they just resolve this stuff so we can focus on getting to this 6th trophy. That's all I'm thinking about right now. So I don't know. If you ask me, pay the man. That's all I'm on. Just pay the man. But let's see. Tyler Bass, how did he do? I don't think I seen Bass get no playtime. Some of them numbers we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Some of them numbers we didn't know. We gotta get brushed up on them numbers. But I'll be able to tell y'all a lot more in depth when I get this all 22 film. But I think that's pretty decent recap what I did for y'all today, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And we gonna ride this thing on out, man. You know why them haters hate us, because we are what? The greatest, man. You already know that. We the greatest. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined.
Let's get it.
Is divine versus bogging your mind. And
Let's
every
go.
song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing,
I still manage to shine.
I don't know why they so obsessed with mine.
I'm all they think about.
Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine.
Damn.
I never let these.
Hey, if you ain't hit the like button, man, please hit that like button for your boy. On the way out. I appreciate you.
I'm too cocky and confident that humble.
And if this your first time tuning in, man, I go by Landlord from Alabama, and this is The Trap, sir. So make sure y'all tune in. Tune in. Holla at your boy. But yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show the people I'm great, and I know them haters can't stand me. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, I appreciate you, Shad Ward on Facebook. Thank you. You ain't get how I feel. The go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let doubters till you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. The young poet got flows flowing, that's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant with brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents, there will be morning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, it's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. The masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom. Let's go. Hit them lights on the way out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. To tap it too, I am the truth. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit. Like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. But take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. The go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it. And show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.